Start her up.
Hey guys, George here, back again with the train stream.
And his dad, the guy that takes him everywhere.
Yeah. Anyways.
What a beautiful day you're in Chicago, huh,
Oh
George?
yeah, dude, it's amazing.
Yeah. There are some days when it's
Awful.
some days when it's good, right?
Most days it's awful. Some days it's
Well,
good.
it's getting to be summer. I think that's going to be a fun time this summer, George. I think that we'll get through this whole stay at home and we're going to have a great time. So,
Hopefully.
speaking of a great time, what we got planned for today? Anything in your head, George?
Just race some Martian cars, right?
You
Drones.
stay at home,
Yeah.
have some fun with trains.
Yeah. Nothing really scheduled for today's stream. Just off. That
Cool.
makes sense.
Well, yesterday was a sure great stream, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was probably the best stream yet.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites too. You know, my favorite part was at the end when it was just you guys talking, like all of the next gen guys chiming in, huh?
Yeah. That was pretty cool. So, yeah, hold on, let me go fix this boxcar. Came off the track.
Good stuff. Yeah, for those of you just tuning in, yesterday we had on Corey from Ours Trains and did an interview, saw his layout, and from my perspective, you know, we want to get younger kids in the hobby, and it was neat to see George, some of the other guys in the stream that know each other. We've got some guys that are going over to the Discord group, communicating amongst each other in the Discord group, and Corey was on here, and I think what we're going to try and do is have some more of these younger guys on, so they can interact a little bit with each other. They can interact with the next generation or they can interact with some of the older train guys, and I think that that's going to be pretty good for the hobby.
Yeah. I think so too. Yesterday was pretty cool. Had a fun time yesterday. That's probably our longest stream ever.
Oh, it was. It was a long stream. It was.
I had used the bathroom the whole time, like from the start of the stream to the finish. So I was like,
Oh no, really, George?
Yeah, but other than that, it was fun.
Well, cool. So we got some people here in the stream. Let me get them going here, George. Why don't you talk a little bit about some of your thoughts about yesterday, George?
Well, it was good. It was a cool stream. It went well, that's for sure. It's probably.
From my perspective, the production end of things, it was nice because everything went nice and smooth. Had a good interview. Like
We
I
had
said,
a ton of viewers yesterday. I think our peak occurrence was like 40. which
yeah.
is, Probably one of the best. I think we've had, that was our best out of all. So maybe hopefully we get that today. All those people.
Well, I'm sure that we're not going to get that today, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We don't need that all of the time, you know. Just kick back. Hopefully things will run smooth, relax, run some trains. That's what I want to do. Trying to get everything all worked up on the computer here. I got
Having a hard time.
got things going on my end. No, I'm not having a hard time. Just trying to get things going on my end to make sure. All right, so George, let's check some people in here. Hold on, let me let's check some people in. Who do we got here today? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guess who's the first one in the door, George? Burnsy, Brian Burns in the house. Let's get a whistle for him. Then there's that guy, what's his name, Wally Woodrick?
Yeah,
Weirdo what?
Weirdo Wally. Ah!
All right. Let's see, who else? We got George R. in Connecticut. You saw that picture that I put up of Grandpa's layout and asked about, he says, wow, we did a lot of work overnight. Yeah.
Liberty, man.
Right. Of course, Ours Trains is going to be here. And he was asking about visiting Steven's layout today. We're not visiting his layout. I haven't had a chance to get in touch with him. But he and I have been in contact, and that's hopefully something we're going to do right around the corner one day soon. So ours trains here. You got him right.
Yes, got ours.
We got Tim, TDF Lines, the inspiration for George and GFW
Yeah.
trains. Notice the similarities.
Yeah, TDF lines, GFW trains.
And ours is mentioning about what I'm sporting today, George. CN shirt today. I'm going to have to make sure that I don't have the laptop around so everybody can see. CN in its full colors.
Yeah.
Right on, right on. Steam is King Productions is here. Good to see you. You got a diesel horn. All right, and of course Grandpa George is in the house as he always is. You get a whistle?
Sorry. I'm having a hard time getting up the green.
Online G's here. And I think that's everybody.
Stu's here.
Hey, all right. Good to see you, Stu. Thanks for coming in. I know. Hopefully, you had a chance to come by yesterday. We had some nice talk with some of the younger generation of train guys here. Real good. We told them about Train Collectors Association. George, you're part of the Train Collectors Association.
Yeah, I got a number.
Why don't you talk a little bit about it, buddy?
So basically, it's a club or train club that generalized around O scale, if I'm correct.
No, it's all scales. It's S gauge, O gauge.
And basically, we have meets monthly, right? We're part of the Midwest division, but it's a national club, so you could probably find a club basically anywhere you are.
Right, right.
And they're centralized in Pennsylvania, and it's pretty cool. It's a good community of people, and they have national conventions every year that we like.
Right, and they have meets all over the United States. Each region has a group of people that meet periodically. You have to check out their website, traincollectors.org. Traincollectors.org. Now you've been doing that your whole life, right?
Yeah.
So they have I think one of the best parts about it is the whole community, the train community, huh?
It's cool, yeah. I
So-
everybody there is just nice.
And you've had a chance to kind of network with some people, right? Who have you networked there, George?
Well, I've networked with the Somerset County Train Masters. They're an OSK modular group generalized around 4-H, and they're all kids my age too, so that's cool. I think every once in a while we'll get somebody pop in from there, but
Right, and then they have a couple of different organizations there. For the younger group, they've got the Kids Club, right?
yeah.
And you
the
were involved with
TCA
that,
Yeah, and then they have the TCA teams as well.
right? And what do they do? They've got a periodical for that.
Yeah. They do.
You were featured in the periodical, George.
Yeah, it's like a newsletter, and then they put the channel, or they had our channel in the newsletter, which is really cool. And they wrote an article about us as well. So
Very good. And then also, so they've got the Kids Club, they've got the TCA teams, and then what? You said you've got a number. What does that mean, George?
so basically, like in the TCA, everybody that's a member has a number, and you get that from being. You have to be 18, right?
No,
No.
you're not 18.
Well, that's true. But yeah, and so basically the number is like the day or the
year that you
that you signed up, and then there's I think the
Right, and you're not 18. You have to be a full member. You're 18.
Yeah. But to get a number, I think you have to be 14. Right?
You're a junior member.
Yeah, but yeah.
So what does that mean, George?
Means that I'm not 18 yet, and that yeah.
It's good stuff. No, you can be a junior member in the TCA at a younger age, and it gives you some of the benefits of being a member. They send you a periodical, right? The two Train Collectors Quarterly,
and then oh gosh,
Headquarters News.
Yeah.
Sure. Anything you want to talk about with the Train Collectors? What do you like best about the Train Collectors Association, George?
The meetings that we have, they're cool. I like the I don't know, just going to like the events like train shows and stuff like that, and buying trains.
Right, and so that's always a lot of fun. And because you're a young gun, what happens with you, George?
I buy a lot of trains at the meets, the train meets.
Right. And what about after the meets, George? So when we go, what do we do often after the meets? We get in our car and we drive to
Baseball.
George is on fire today. Quite the interview. We go to other people's houses.
Oh yeah. There's open houses. Sorry, we just normally don't get to go to those a lot because we have baseball practice. But yeah,
We go to every single one of them.
that's not true. We don't go out all of them. We go to a lot of them, just not all of them. But yeah, those are things, and they're really cool because they allow you to see like other people's layouts. I know that there's a lot of cool people that I've seen their layout just from going to open houses and stuff like that, and got to run on some pretty cool layouts. And I've got to run on the Raw Things layout, which is a layout featured in TM Books, I think Greatest Layouts Part 1, right? Or 2?
I don't know, George.
It's one of them.
We've got a video for that on your.
Yeah, and that one, that was one of the first ones we did, right?
Yeah. Well, we've been going over to her house all the time.
Well, yeah, but like first videos we did.
Right. Right.
Our first videos we did on the channel. I think that was the same year we did the 4141.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you've done some seen some other really cool layouts as well, right?
Yeah. Oh gosh, there's so many. We've gotten to see Ron Brenner's layout, which is really cool. We did a video on that one. I think that was one of the very first ones that got a lot of like views and stuff like that. Stan Lukowski's also a member as well, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he's involved in the TCA. Most of the layouts that we've done have been are involved in the TCA that we've been to. I know that.
Right.
I'm trying to think of like all the layouts. Gosh. Well, and then the modular group too.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit.
So basically, the modular group is a group that meets up at train shows, and they put together this layout where everybody that involved in the modular group has a module that they put together, and they put it into this layout, and then it's real cool. The layout like forms into a really big layout, and yeah. So I think the most modules we've had on at one show has been
we had
60
about
modules.
I think we had pushing 70 modules at a layout one time.
Yeah, and it was pretty big. I know a lot of the guys involved in the modular group enjoy it, and yeah.
We set it up all over the place, and also it gives you a good chance to kind of network you within the hobby, right, George?
Yeah, that is true. Get to show off your trains. That's what I like about it. And it's a big layout where you can run big, long freight trains, which I like to do.
Oh, you know what? I would be remiss. One of the layouts that we forgot, which was a real cool one, was Ron Stevenson's layout.
Oh yeah. He's involved with the TCA, and that one's a really cool layout. We've been there a couple of times, even though that one got torn down due because he was moving. Sadly,
it was one of the neatest layouts, and he was moving, so he invited us in to take a video of it right before we were the last people there running on it, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah.
So all right, I'm getting some talking about the volume being a little bit low. Let me try and turn that up here a little bit today. All right, let's see if we get that. That helps out a little bit. Yesterday it was high. Today it's low. One of these days I'm gonna get it. Well, actually, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm never gonna get it right. I've been doing this for about a month now, and every day something happens. And George. So all right, we got a lot of people now coming in. We got 13 people here, which is good. Right on. So.
I love the young GFW that says start her up at the beginning of the
I
video.
do too. That's the good stuff to hear. Good stuff to hear. Stephen Koferl's here. I owe you a phone call, Stephen. I'll get there. I apologize. Lots going on around here trying to get through my honey-do list, and it seems like by the time I get through my honey-do list, it's dinner. After dinner, gotta get on to other things, and good. And all of a sudden, it seems like it's too late to call. So apologize about that. Mike Minetti's here. George, Mr. Minetti, says, let's see something exciting today. Get him some smoke. He likes to smoke.
Yeah, probably can do that.
Yeah? Yeah? And yay, Mark Arnold's here all the way from the United Kingdom, George. Says good evening from the United Kingdom. Shane's Train says, hey, let's see a Jeep run today. We can fix you up with that.
What Jeeps do we have that we can? Or like, do we have any teams? Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, we can do that. In fact, we can have it pull the circus train if we want.
Oh, that's cool.
But let's fix Mr. Minetti.
And ours Train's saying, and actually this might be something for a good excitement, George.
What?
Ours Train's saying that he remembers us mentioning something about a tug of war a couple of days ago.
Maybe we can involve that with a $20 challenge.
Nope.
Why not? Okay. Anyways.
I can't tell you why not, because that might show my hand a little bit.
Okay. Anyways.
Might show my hand a little bit, but I think we can, George. Let's do that. Let's see. I'm sure that I can find a couple of good ones that we can do a tug of war with. I like that. That's good. Minetti might even like that one, George.
Yeah, we can do like. All right, let's put some smoke.
Brandon the Frisco 1522 is here, George.
GT's Mega Steam.
Todd Anthony's here. Greetings from Joliet. Todd, we were thinking about going down there, George and I, and doing a little rail fanning coming up here in one of these days if we got some time on our hand. But it seems like, even though we've got a lot of time, I don't know where it all goes. It's crazy. So, Stu is saying, George is the future of the TCA. Well, I have to tell you, Stu, that one of the cool things that we've got going on here is that there's another gentleman, gentleman, I don't know what he'd prefer to be called, Tim, who comes on to the show quite often, TDF Lines. I think he's here today. He's checked in, and I want to say that he's about 20 years old, give or take a year, and he's grown up with George, and he's just signed on to be a part of the board of directors of the Midwest Division. So George, give him a toot for that. So he's one of our first, grown up right in the Midwest Division of the TCA, grown up in the TCA. So that's kind of cool to see, both George and he, future of the TCA. I agree with that. So Robert, and I'm probably saying it wrong, Searcy, is saying good afternoon from, gosh, if I haven't screwed up your last name, I've screwed up I'll probably screw this, Lake Ronkonkoma, New York. How about that one? Right. Brandon Frisco says that he's talking about asking about if we're talking about the LCCA.
Oh, we're talking about the TCA.
Right. We're talking about the Train Collectors Association. Again, if you want to find their, in fact, what I'll do, I'll get a ticker going of the website for the Train Collectors Association. But the website for the Train Collectors Association is traincollectors.org. The LCCA is Lionel Collectors Club of America, which is another group very similar. They're both very similar. And in fact, there's a lot of crossover for people that are in one club and in the other club, and all just people who are train fans. George and I are in the Train Collectors Association just because that's our group of friends. We like them a lot, and a lot of neat stuff to do in the Train Collectors Association.
I got my $20 engine.
Oh, you did, George?
Yeah.
Dang, George got his $20 engine.
I don't know what it is yet, though, but I got an engine.
So, George, you'll have to tell everybody about the $20 challenge.
So basically what it is on Fridays, we call them Fast Fridays, we are racing trains, and my dad came up with the challenge on trying to find a train for $20, and then we race them on Friday.
So what happened is we had a couple weeks ago, George was racing one of his trains that he always liked to race growing up, and fell off the tracks, and he got a little bit kind of scared about racing that train that we.
Yeah.
And I broke out with my racing train, which is indestructible. It is the Texas Special. For those of you that haven't seen the Texas Special, I'm gonna go get that Texas Special, George.
Yeah, man.
George is shaking in his boots right now. He shakes every time he sees the Texas Special.
Yeah, because I totally wear boots.
Texas Special. Look at that. Get up close. See there? Got some special rockets on the
Should put
back
some
there.
pennies up here, or no, pennies up
Are
here.
you- This
So then,
thing
like
is,
it's like top heavy.
yeah, look at that, the Texas Special. But anyway, we were racing this one on Friday. We were racing this one on Friday, and then we had a thought. We have a $20 challenge. Let's go out and see if we can find the fastest train that we can race for $20 plus $10 shipping. So we did that. We went out. And day after I went out and I found my train. And it's a surprise. I can't tell you what it is, but I found my train right away. And George has been kind of struggling around trying to find that. Now, how much did you end up paying for your train, George?
$20.
$20.
Exactly.
Wow. Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, did you use eBay to find it? What
No, I made a couple of phone calls.
phone calls?
Yeah.
Network of friends, huh?
Yeah. Through the TCO.
The Train Collectors Association?
Yeah.
No kidding. So now I'm getting scared because I know you got quite the network of friends through the Train Collectors Association.
Yeah, man. It's yeah. So the guy who was gonna let us borrow all the tin plate stuff for the tin plate theme.
Yep, Tin Plate Thursday, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. He's letting me buy an engine off of him, and let's just say he's known for fixing up fast engines. He used to own the train races that are currently in the Pittsburgh
Oh
division.
no,
Yeah.
Bilko, huh?
Yeah. So even though it might not be working when I get it, I told him I'd fix it up. So it's all good.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's it might have been a racing engine at one point, but then like it.
Oh no. I'm a little scared, George.
Yeah.
I tried to dip in my network. I went on Facebook, reached out to the my gen to try and get some
Well,
the
he is your
$20
gen.
race. I know. Maybe it's the baby face. Has he seen your mustache yet? He probably won't think you're as cute anymore when he sees that fancy mustache you've been sporting these days.
Yeah, I got
Fancy mustache and the deep voice. Yeah. So, all right, you got a train, huh? Man, I guess I'm going to have to bring my A game. All right, so checking here. Behind on the comments, George. So,
Oh boy, yeah.
no.
So Benjamin, or let's enter welcome to people.
Check in some people.
So Angel Garcia, welcome to the stream. Did we do Todd Anthony? Todd Anthony, welcome to the stream.
We'll get him. He's checking in all the way from Joliet, right down the road. Very good. All right.
Robert
C3.
Cecily.
We're probably screwing that up. He's coming in from New York, George. We got a Benjamin Ty here.
Charlie's Model Trains.
Good to see you. Charlie's here. Benjamin even said hello to me. Thanks a lot. Good to see you here.
He's asking, are you going to do scenery on the layout? And the $20 challenge is going. Nice sound. So basically, we're gonna do scenery, and it's gonna be from Yorkville, our hometown, to New Jersey, right?
Yep.
And it's gonna go through Chicago and New York, and each corner is gonna be a city.
So it's the Yes Railroad is what we're calling it.
Yeah.
And what does the Yes Railroad stand for, George?
Yorkville.
In Eastern Shore.
In Eastern Shore, that's right. Yeah.
So the Yes Railroad, the Yorkville and Eastern. And for those of you that don't know, we live in Yorkville. So on one end over here, we're going to start our railroad, and we're going to move all the way around the murals on the outside, and we're going to go from Yorkville on this side to Chicago over here. You can't see this. In fact, I'll turn it around a little bit. But it's kind of a mess over here because this is where we're doing our work, and we keep. But on this side here, we're going to do, this is where Yorkville is, and we're going to do scenic that for Yorkville. That's where we keep all of the things we're building. And over here in this corner, we're going to do Chicago, and we've got our station platform. We haven't been building this very long. We've just gotten to the point where we've got it running, and we're in the beta stage, and we're ultimately going to get it so that we do have scenery on it. Come back around here. That corner is going to be New York. Comes over here from New York. in that corner of the eastern Jersey Shore. So that's what the plan is, and then this is just going to be general scenery, and then you get to see the magic happen. That's our little studio here for our strings. So that's what the plan is for the layout, and we hope to get it scenic. And for this, he's asking about the $20 challenge. It's for O gauge, right? We're going to race it right here on this layout.
This is an O gauge layout.
I don't know. I'm thinking about calling it off, George.
Why?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know if my pedigree, my engine has a pedigree as good as yours. But, George, I got this. I'm gonna drop this bomb. I'm gonna tell you this. My engine 1 has a really, really good story behind it.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's got a really good story behind it.
Do you want to tell the story?
No, not yet. I'll tell the story when the day comes. 1, it's got a really good story, and 2, George, it's got a Train Collectors Association tied to it.
What? Really?
Yep. I didn't get it on the track. I got it off of eBay, but this train's got a Train Collectors Association tied to it.
I have a question. Do we have this train?
We do not have this train. I don't own this train. I don't know who I'm buying it from. I'm buying it off of eBay, but there is a Train Collectors Association tied to it.
Oh, okay.
Should be good. It should be good. And I have to tell you this too, George. I know it sounds like you're opening up your network here a little bit with the Train Collectors Association and kind of reaching out and networking. I'm going to let you in another little secret.
Yeah.
So am I. But I want to tell you this.
What?
I'm networking with people I don't even know.
Really?
Yeah.
So, you want to tell me what it is?
No, I'm telling you though. I'm networking with people I don't even know. This is what's cool. Another thing about the Train Collectors Association. Yeah. So there's about 30,000 people in the Train Collectors Association. There's a lot of people in the Train Collectors Association all over the United States. And some of them know a lot about different areas of trains, everywhere from the history of trains, from when it started in Lionel, up to how to fix the most modern, cool pieces of Lionel Vision Line, right?
Correct.
Very good. So anyway, I had this idea last night, so I thought about reaching out and doing some networking myself. So I did some cold calling. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes, I did. I reached out to some guy. Went on the TCA member directory, reached out, started talking to some experts.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. See, now who's scared? You want me to call it off now, George?
That's okay. It's okay.
Now who's scared?
I have my faith in Bilko. If you're watching, hook me up, please.
Oh, George is trying for the hookup. All right, so who else we got here, guys? Sorry, I'm getting off track from the people that are checking in and talking. Greg Coates is here. Greg is a new name. We haven't seen Greg around. Thanks for coming in. Kick back, relax, get something to drink, hang out with us, run some trains. George is going to be running a Jeep here soon. As soon as we get things, well, it never seems like anything's settled down here. Let's see, Todd Anthony says, be careful if you guys come to J-Town. It's been like the Wild Wild West there lately. All right. Maybe we should just stick around Yorkville here and rail fan. But I think that there's some neat spots down there in Joliet.
I have a challenge for George. No hats for a week. I can
Ain't happening.
No,
Ain't happening.
Next stream, I won't wear a hat.
I tell you what. I have a bet. We should bet on the $20 challenge.
Oh no.
Yep.
I don't have any money.
If I win, no, it's not a money bet.
Oh.
If I win, I'm gonna take the mantle of Angel.
What?
If I win, you have to not wear a hat for a week.
Oh, okay. Bet.
All right.
I won't. Okay, yeah, okay. If you win, what? Or if I win, what?
Okay, no. 2 things. I like that. So you already just played your hand, like that. You're all right with not wearing a hat.
Yeah.
No hat and no red shirt for a week.
All right, bet. I'll do that.
All right, and then for me, George, you have to think of a good bet on my end. So Greg Coates is saying that we need young members of the TCA. Well, I have to tell you what, Greg, it's been really, really cool on this live stream to see the crowd that we've come in and the people that hang out and chat with us. It's a lot of guys around George's age. We had a remarkable young man on the stream yesterday. We had Corey from New York who is here. He's got a YouTube channel called Ours Trains. He's actually on the stream right now. And Corey and George were just talking trains, and there's a Discord group. If you go into the description below, there's a hyperlink to the Discord group, and that hyperlink will take you right there to sign up. And there's about 20 young men, actually young men and young women, I suppose, just about George's age, that I've been. They try it every day. They talk about trains everywhere from. And the cool part is there's a lot of them that like post-war too, right, George?
Yeah. They know about it.
So it's like not only the modern end of things that a lot of people like, but also post-war as well. So that was really cool. I like to see that. Okay. Where are we at? This is a good opportunity for you to fill in and with something that's going through your head while I'm doing this, George. Help me out here, bud.
Trains are cool. And I was just looking at that 4141 and.
Very good. All right. So George, some more people checking in.
Oh, cool. All right. Got the trusty censored by the C&O.
Censored by the C&O. Okay.
Let's see.
Barn Full of Trains is here, George. Barn Full of Trains doesn't have just a lot of trains. He's got a barn full. I told you we got Benjamin here. Right? We're not stingy with those. Very good. Very good. Hardcore MOH is here. Hardcore MOH, Grandpa George, and Mr. Minetti all enjoying their retirement. Love it. Love it. Good to see you, Hardcore. Good to see you. Did we get Greg? Yep, we've been talking with Greg. Greg's talking about the TCA. Ours is saying you got to win the next race, George. You got to win the next race. So Trainstorm is here, George. Get him a whistle. So Todd Anthony is asking about Eric's Trains, George. You follow Eric's Trains?
Yeah, I do. I've been watching him since I was probably old enough to know how to work YouTube. So, yeah, I mean, I've been, I used to love to watch his videos.
Tell me about Eric's Trains.
So he, sorry, just heard a weird noise from the box. Anyways, he has a really cool O-gauge layout and collection. It's all modern stuff. He has a little bit of post-war, but it's all modern, and his layout, I think it spans across 7 rooms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and yeah.
Pretty neat stuff. He's got a lot of different information on his channel, right?
Yeah.
It's O-gauge stuff?
Yes, it is O-gauge, all O-gauge. And he's also got a train made after him. It's a standard gauge train.
No kidding.
It's a tin plate set, and I think the crew sounds are all his voice.
Oh, no kidding. That's great. So I've got a question from Ours Trains about our layout, George.
Yes.
It says, do we plan on having any specific decade on our layout, or are we just going to freestyle it?
Probably freestyle it. Nothing specific, just because we want to run mostly everything. As you can see, we have the Aces over here, and then we have the Berkshire over here, so it really doesn't... We're not too stingy about that, if that makes sense.
Anything particular you want to put on the layout, George?
Wally's gas station.
Yeah, we got that. That's one of my favorites.
And then we have that the station that was on Sammy's layout. I got that for Christmas as well, the same time he did. So yeah.
I have a lot of stations on this layout apparently. Hey, Trains and Thing is here, George. He's working on his layout. Says he's taking up some switches.
Oh, cool.
Hey, we got a neat connection here.
Todd Anthony, right?
Yep. Todd Anthony says that he worked in Yorkville a few years back at the high school.
That's cool.
George will be going there next year. Little did he know that the last time he stepped out of the middle school would be the last time, and the first time he steps into the next school is going to be
first time
Yorkville High School, George.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat, huh?
You know, since there's like only 500, we should have like a train 500. You know, like a train racing 500, like for the month of May.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, George. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. We're gonna have to flesh
Wait,
out
wait,
this
wait,
idea a
wait. And
little bit.
isn't Fast Friday on May 1st?
No, but
No,
Fast
oh.
Friday is part of the Indy 500.
Yeah. So we could incorporate the month of May into
I like it.
trainers.
For those of you that don't know, the origin of Fast Friday is the Friday before they qualify at the Indy 500 when they're trying to get their cars to go the fastest. They call it Fast Friday. So I like this, George. I like the thought. You're gonna have to think about this, and we'll have to flesh out some ideas. Maybe you guys can talk about it on Discord a little bit.
But maybe not like streams, but like videos we could do. You know. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, no, Artist is saying I don't have any iced tea today. I got to tell you what, I've been working out with my personal trainer these days, and my personal trainer is whooping my butt. We went out for a bike ride, and literally 10 minutes before I started this stream, I had a chance to go upstairs, put on this fancy CN shirt, and come down here. I was out working out probably from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. George was able to get out of a little bit of the work from my personal trainer. All of the parents out there, this is what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes you got better be careful for what you ask for, because when you get it, you don't know what you're going to get. I've been asking for months for my daughter to be my personal trainer. My daughter is a dancer, and she is a fitness freak. She's 12 years old. And so yesterday she decided to take me up on all of my requests to be for her to be my personal trainer. So yesterday she kicked my butt. And then today, took it up a notch. Today was cardio. So we went for a bike ride. Was out riding bikes with, well, actually before that, we did a lot of work in the living room, didn't we, George? George was working out with me.
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, and she kind of declared war this morning too by waking me up. Let's just say tomorrow morning isn't going to be too pleasant. That's for
So anyway, I haven't had a chance to get my iced tea, so I better go. I think at some point when George starts talking, I'll go upstairs.
Your personal trainer wouldn't approve of you.
Actually, our personal trainer's gonna be running trains with us tomorrow, I think.
She is?
Yeah, with the whole family. I invited the whole family to come and run trains tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think everybody, Mom, Anita, we're gonna run trains together on the family layout. I think that'll be a lot of fun, don't you?
Yeah, I think so as well.
And you talked a little bit about the template trains that are coming, George. Talk a little bit more about that.
So we're gonna have Template Thursday where we run template trains on the layout. I'm not sure how well it's gonna go though due to the switches, but hopefully works out.
Well, I think that we're gonna borrow some template trains from a friend of ours from the Train Collectors Association.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had offered it up and said that we need to get a little template running on our layout. So
he also wanted some more post-war too.
Yep, post-war and template. So I think we're going to start out with the template. Maybe we'll move in some post-war in there, and we're going to put the template out. We're going to run the template, but also he suggested that we have a family run day. So I think that that's a good idea.
Yeah, sounds like a really good idea. Let's see.
Actually, ours train saying that it make me have no iced tea. Well, yeah. Trainstorm says, just got the news that my HO MTH 1225 is coming in June. He's very excited. It's got the smoking whistle, which is very impressive. Oh, wow, I didn't even realize that they did that for HO.
Lionel does that, I think, on their Vision Line stuff. Sadly, the version doesn't have that. It's not Vision Line. But, yeah, I think it's... I think that feature's cool. I've only seen a couple of engines with that feature. Never seen it, like... I think I've only seen one. It was the Vision Line Big Boy, and the guy had the smoke unit turned off. So.
Oh, I get it now. Ours is saying that you had no hat for a week and no red shirt for a week, and then I have no iced tea for a week. I see. We'll have to discuss that one further.
No. I think the iced tea really helps a lot on a lot of stuff.
Oh gosh.
We got to keep that.
So
Maybe
Charlie's is asking about when you're making the home for GFW stay-at-home running trains. I'm working on it. I have to apologize. You know,
really
the reason why I haven't been able to do that is we spend a lot of time doing this stream, getting ready for this stream, and trying to fix up the layout, and I just have not had enough time set aside to do that. But I do. It is on my list of things to do. I was hoping to have it ready for yesterday. I wasn't able to get it out. I want to do a premiere on that on Saturday, so I'm going to do that for sure. For sure. See, DB Tech's here, George. Give him a whistle. Train Surf says that he doesn't model an O gauge, but he likes Eric's trains and thinks that it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's see here. George R says yes, May 1st is Fast Friday. So yeah. Well, we'll have to work on the month of May. I really like this idea, George. I really like this idea.
Censored by the CNO.
Oh, and Steven is saying, you know what? May 1st is Friday, George. Speaking of May, your birthday is coming up right around the corner. George's birthday is in May. May 15th.
On the Indy Grand Prix. So we're gonna have like a. Oh, we can make this into like a road course.
Oh my gosh,
dude!
I like where you're going with this, George. But you gotta be an action man, not just an idea man.
Well, yeah, I think that maybe it's like for the Grand Prix we can have the road course, but you're racing against time.
I like that. That's kind of a good idea, George.
And then we'll see whoever. So then for the main event, the 500, we'll have time trials. Whoever has the fastest engine gets then they get to choose between inner or outer.
I like it. I like it. This is some good stuff here, George. Jerry Satterley's here. Get him a. So Brian, who's one of our regulars here, Brian Burns, he's also one of the guys that participates a lot on the Discord group, young man about George's age. He's checking in, saying that he's working on a track plan. He's got a really neat train layout he's been posting up on that Discord group. And neat thing, he's saying that he's just finishing up on his track plan. Well, I can't wait to see it. I think that's going to be pretty good. Angel's asking if MTH concentrates more on O gauge or HO gauge, George.
O gauge. They started O gauge. I mean,
they started modeling it in
O gauge. I mean, and Mike Wolf worked for Lionel, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, actually, Mike. Well, I don't remember if he worked for Lion. I know he worked for Williams.
He worked for an O gauge company.
Right. He worked in the hobby as an O gauge guy.
Yeah, they're so O gauge. I mean, maybe the HO. They're more of an O gauge company. Did you guys get to see the Big Boy when it was in West Chicago?
Oh my gosh, that is a bone of contention for us. We were out of the state. Can you believe this? George, I remember the day when George came running into my bedroom and woke me up and said, "Hey, they're restoring a Big Boy. They're restoring a Big Boy." And we followed that from the day they announced that, didn't we, George?
Yeah, we did.
What you doing over there every time you touch those cars when it comes by?
I'm just opening the doors because they're spring loaded. So I don't know.
All right, I didn't know if there was something that was wrong with the engine or what was going on. So talk about the Big Boy, George.
So yeah, I had been following it since I don't know. I was like really little, or not really little, but I was probably
young,
yeah. And I don't know. I was so excited for it to be restored, and when I found out it was coming to Chicago, I was freaked out, and yeah, I didn't get to see it.
We were out of the state, but we did make a cool video about it, right? So
yeah.
We didn't get the chance to see it, but who did?
My cousin did, and my grandma and grandpa, and they flew on. They chased it all the way to Rochelle, right? And yeah, they chased it to Rochelle.
Where?
In a plane.
George's synapses aren't firing today.
I'm tired.
Okay, go ahead.
And yeah, so they, my grandma filmed a little bit of it, and it was pretty cool. Just seeing a bird's eye view of the 4014.
So Trains' thing says he was able to go to Utah and see the grand opening at Promontory for the 150th anniversary. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that have been cool, George?
Oh yeah, I wish. I just want to see the Big Boy in general, you know, or the working Big Boy. I've seen a couple of Big Boys, just like they're not operating.
Oh, right. Hold on, before I get to that question, Hardcore MOH is checking out. Says, good food time, see you around.
Thank you for joining the stream.
We'll see you around the roundhouse.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
All right. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in and hanging out with us for a little bit. So, which Big Boys have you seen, George?
I've seen 4006. I think I've
Where's
seen
4006 at?
St. Louis.
Okay, 4006 in St. Louis.
I've seen It's just the thing 4024 and no 4020. Which one's in Nebraska?
Omaha, I think it's 4024 in Omaha, Nebraska.
So I've seen that one. I think those are the only two I've ever seen. Actually, oh, I've seen 4017
And where's 4017?
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. And I think that's it. What? Oh, I've seen 4012 at Steamtown. I think that's it.
I'm gonna need to go get some iced tea. We'll let George just sit here and see if he's gonna have to stare and work on this on his own. Hopefully, I get his brain fired
No,
up.
4024 scrapped. It's 4023, I think. I don't know. That's the one they wanted to, or they were gonna restore, but they couldn't get it down from the place or the welcome sign that it was at, and yeah, so that's why it's not. It wasn't taken over the 4014. Although, oh, I'm sorry, Angel. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna read some older comments. Let's see. Alright, nothing I can read. I think we answered everything. Doesn't seeing it in person after you it's massive. Yeah, it is those things are huge. In fact, the one in St. Louis, my cousin and I, when we were really little, we went to St. Louis for a train convention. And the cool part about the one in St. Louis is you're allowed to go in the cab and everything works, so you can like, you know, you just pull like the whistle, turn all like it's just cool, and everything operates too. So my cousin and I would go in there and spend the whole time while we're at the museum. Like I've only been in the museum twice, and I think majority of both of those stays was in the cab of 4014, just playing with all the knobs and stuff like that, and acting like the engine was a real thing. And my cousin was the fireman, and I was the engineer, and we pretend to drive the big boy. So that was pretty cool. George, favorite soda? I'm a Coke junkie. I'm gonna say Coke, regular Coke. I don't like anything else. I mean, I kind of started drinking Diet Coke, but I now like root beer a lot as well. Yeah. So yeah. You Coke? I don't know. I'm just a Coke junkie. I don't know why. Like, it's just good, I guess. I don't know. I can't explain why it's good. It's just Diet Coke. Yeah. Don't judge me, please. I know my dad started becoming a Diet Pepsi guy. I was like, I don't know. He's kind of crazy sometimes. But yeah, I finished the plan. I think it's beautiful. Oh, that's cool, Brian. You'll have to send that to me. LOL. I don't mind Coca-Cola. But my favorite is either Dr. Pepper or Fanta. Oh yeah, those two are really good. I don't really have a favorite. I mean, there's ones I drink all the time just because that's what we have. But yeah. I don't really have a favorite, if that makes sense. I thought you were a root beer junkie. No. I'm just a Coke junkie. But we never have it, so I never drink it. But whenever we do like, I get the opportunity to drink it, I'll drink it. But yeah. There we go. Mountain Dew's okay. I'm not really a big Mountain Dew fan just because that makes me feel like crazy. I'm not. Yeah. Well, I've had Mountain Dew a couple of times. One time it was. I mean, yeah, it's. Yeah. I'm not a fan of Mountain Dew. I do like it a lot, but it's just I get a little too crazy when I drink it. I will admit, some with ice is or Coke with ice is unbeatable. Oh, that is very true. Oh, gracias. Got spicy. Mountain sugar, yeah, it's correct. Blue Gatorade or Coke? Coke. I'm not really a big Gatorade guy. I love. You guys are all gonna give me a hard time, but I love the green Gatorade. That one's my favorite. But yeah, I don't really like blue Gatorade. Anything in G2, I'm not really a fan of either. I think the only ones I'll drink is green Gatorade and red Gatorade. Um, yeah, yeah, that's why I didn't rate an Angel. um, I like green, but grape is my favorite. I'm not a big grape. I don't really like grape flavored drinks. It's just something about me. I'm not. Uh, yeah, I don't like grape flavored drinks. Now we're talking about drinks, pops. What's your favorite? What's your favorite soda?
I like vanilla Coke.
Really? I thought you were gonna say Diet Pepsi.
I like Diet Pepsi too, but like if I had to choose one.
Uh-huh. Vanilla Coke is good. Yeah, I would agree with you. But I don't understand.
Yes.
I don't understand why they don't like make like different flavored like soda slushies. You know, because they make a Coca-Cola slushie, but they don't make like a root beer slushie. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Um, I can't join the Discord server. Oh, I don't. What's wrong? Like, what is it telling you? I'm not really too knowledgeable about the Discord stuff. Uh, I just like as soon as we made the server, I had joined it. This is the first time I ever used Discord. So, Tiny Anthony says vanilla Coke. Right on. Um, Capri Sun or Kool Aid? I'm gonna go with Capri Sun just because that's what my grandma always gave me when I was really little. Well, actually, no, Crystal Light she'd always give me, but we always had Capri Sun when we were with my cousin. It says invite invalid. Huh. Interesting. Um. Yeah.
Well, can somebody on the stream help us out with that? I think if you were able to send him an invite to his email address, you can hit us at Gmail or trainbuds, TRAINBUDS, at gmail.com. If you shoot us an email there, we can try and send you an invite. I don't know what the disconnect there is on Discord, so
George,
maybe somebody can help us out with that.
George, what position do you play in baseball and basketball? Well, I play first base and I pitch in baseball. And then for basketball, you guys are all gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm a center in basketball, and then I'm also a shooting guard too. So yeah. Um, invite might be expired. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know either. If somebody could do something, please help us out, because I don't know anything about the Discord. I don't know too much about the Discord server. Yeah, I'm a center. I'm one of the taller guys in the league I play in, so you know. Although I'm not too tall, I am. Yeah, makes. I like to play basketball in that league just because I feel like a giant. Hello, Humanity Junction. Welcome to the stream.
Shoot an email at that address.
And we'll help you out.
Well,
We'll try to.
the royal we.
George, better not be taller than me. LOL. Oh, I am 5'6". I'm not too tall, but I guess I'm average. If that makes sense. In 1994, MTH produced their first steam engine. It was the UP Challenger. Oh, really? The 90s lift bridge from Lano was made by Mike II. MTH started making O-gauge stuff under their name. 1993, the first locomotive they made.
I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Thanks for dropping some knowledge on us.
So that's cool. I see that George has not changed his clothes since yesterday.
I'm like he took a shower.
Yeah. I always just love just watching the little email link fly in every time. Yes. Hello R. Okay. Okay. Oh yes. Oh, okay. So you got some time to catch up today. Yeah. I have grown quite a bit since last year. Last year I was really small. Um, how tall do you think I
George
was
started
last
growing a mustache. Voice got deep. Started growing in the last 8 months.
Yeah, yeah. But I've grown crazy. How tall do you think I was last year? About this time last year.
Probably about 5 feet.
Yeah.
He's less than.
I
Actually,
was
you
like,
still
I
are
just
about 100 pounds, but he was way under 100 pounds
I
then.
was like 83 pounds.
Now
I
he's
weighed like
look at
I
his
was
muscles have been coming out. Look at these muscles.
anyways,
Oh, I'm sorry. George doesn't want to give the gun show away for free. Got to buy
yeah,
tickets
you
to
gotta
see
buy
the gun
tickets,
show.
man. Wally, stop feeding George Miracle Goo.
Crow.
Oh, bro. Okay. I thought that was like a misspell. You might be pushing 5'8" with the hair. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Just
Oh
gonna
my
have
gosh,
to
he totally
grow
needs
it
a
out.
haircut.
I want to grow my hair out. I don't.
I told you I don't
guys
care anymore. I'm not taking a side. I'm not going on your side. I'm not going on your mom's side.
I am wanting to grow my hair out, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to do it. So, yeah.
So hey, humanity says check the Thomas the Trains videos, and we compare his height and weight. Again, I've got a whole library of those.
I'm not
a
in
whole
those
library
videos.
of those. George and I had to talk about that last night. He looked at me with some big wild eyes. He's like, please, wait before you put those up. Well, he didn't say wait. He said don't.
Not to.
Okay, yeah. There will be one day when he'll be able to.
No, one day those are never gonna be out.
All right. So
They're
Ken,
awful. I mean, why would you guys want to see them?
they're classic. I'm telling you, any parent loves videos like that one. They love videos like that one. So Kay's Trains.
Oh, welcome to the stream.
Yes.
A&W root beer or Culver's root beer are my favorites. Sometimes Sprecher. Sprecher. I thought about getting Sprecher Brewery from Menards. Oh yeah,
They've got a building.
Yeah, that's true.
For those of you that aren't from the Midwest, we've got a root beer company called Sprecher Root Beer and they make the best root beer. Love it.
Get it at Menards.
Todd Anthony's saying you need to go to Georgia and get your haircut there. It's something about that stay at home. They're opening up places where you can get your haircut there.
Wait, really?
Yep.
GW Wally, at George's wedding, please play the Thomas video he made. I'd love to see them and laugh.
Yep. Let's just put it this way. There are some good Lego ones from that same time period that are still on there if you want to start doing some digging on GFW trains. But let me show you this one. Hold on.
Start her up.
That's the George that you get. That's the George you get right there.
Uh-oh.
That's the George that you get in the
no,
Thomas
I think I'm
videos.
younger. Actually, no, that was before I started the YouTube channel, right?
No, that was. I think it was a Lego video actually where you made that one, or that one might be the 50 subscriber special.
No, that wasn't the 50 subscriber special. The 50 subscriber special I wasn't in.
George's 50 subscriber special. He's a banned YouTuber. George is. His 50 subscriber special got banned on YouTube.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. Got too much words going on there.
Whatever happened to the started up line? Oh, I don't know. I think that was from the Big Boy, the Lego Big Boy video.
Was it?
It might have been, yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
I think it was a little older. I don't remember, man. I think it was from that. I have a feeling it was from that because I don't know of any other videos that could have been with. Wasn't that taken on the GoPro?
I don't remember. I don't remember where that one came from.
If it was
Honestly,
taken on the GoPro, then that was before we had the YouTube channel. But I maxed out the SD cards on a lot, or I maxed out a lot of SD cards on a lot of cameras, and making videos. I mean, I had been making videos for like, I remember when my mom first had an iPhone, I would steal that and make videos, and she had no storage on her iPhone for a long time due to all my videos, because she couldn't take them off, because, you know, I'd get mad at her.
Oh, yeah. The Humanity's putting out the Lego Unstoppable video.
That one, yeah.
Still,
you see Mini Jimmy, too.
The highest performing video.
Oh, no. What about the Christmas one that I made with Ryan?
Oh.
At my school, that one, like, blew up, because, you know...
George and a buddy has made a video.
Yeah, I don't know, we're just like, hey, you want to make a YouTube channel? Or, I mean, make a YouTube video? Yeah, sure. So, we were running trains on the Christmas layout. Ryan, I don't know, he just wanted to run some trains, and, we were running the Mikado Jr. and the, Amtrak GG1. But yeah, so, that one blew up just because, Ryan's girlfriend, she asked me if I had any baby pictures of Ryan, because everybody knows me as being, like, Ryan's, like, you know, longtime friend or something like that. I go, yeah, I can hook you up, and I sent her the link to that video. And let's just say, yeah, that's on a couple of Instagram posts. But yeah.
There's some good classic GFW if you dig deep enough into the archives of GFW trains.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, sadly, the Thomas has been taken down. Don't worry, fans of GFW trains. I've archived it. There will be a day when George will accept the fact that it's going to be out there.
It's never going to be out there. Maybe like when I'm like done with college.
George, we got a bunch of people talking about Five Guys Burgers. You ever been to Five Guys Burgers?
I've never been to Five Guys. I know it's here though.
Yep.
I have a bunch of friends from different states that whenever they come to Chicago, they're always like Five Guys. Actually, I have a friend from Sweden that I'm at the World Jamboree, and she's obsessed with Five Guys.
Oh, really?
It's all she can talk about when she comes to Chicago every year. Yeah, she's like 18.
Oh, George and all the girls. Nice.
Anyways,
it's turning red.
I'm not turning red.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can see it.
Anyways, we're talking about Five Guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Five Guys. Right.
Yeah, and yeah, that's where's
Yes.
Thomas, George? Yeah. Where's Thomas? Why do you guys want to see those? They're like awful. Yeah.
We may do like a special screening of a Thomas video. We're gonna have a time where I'm gonna tell everybody that's gonna be up. We'll put it up, and then we'll take it down.
My friends are gonna see that stuff.
Well, I'll take it up. I'll take it down. We'll put it up for 2 hours, and then I'll take it down. Just so everyone can see an original Thomas.
I'll pick out an original. Okay, fine. The one I will let you put out is the D199. I'll let you put that one out. For like
Even had a
2 hours.
series, a Thomas series called The War. Actually, or was it just trailers for the series?
No, it was a series.
Nice, The War.
I think one of them had like 100 views, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's sad that your 50 subscriber special got taken down.
Yeah,
Did we get that one put up back? I can't remember if I got that one put
like
back up.
No,
Because you had what was it, Danger Zone in that one, right?
Yeah, and then the Final Countdown. But they wouldn't let me post for like a month after that video.
Really?
They did that video, and I had to take it down. Yeah, I didn't know why. I mean, like I don't even. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
That was sad. I love that video. George's like, welcome to my 50th or 50 subscriber special. This is the
best video ever. And yeah.
This is I think, did you say it was yours? I think you said, this is the best video ever.
No, I said mine.
All right.
Because my voice is pretty high. And the intro had some pictures I stole from the internet. Yeah, and then there's me playing Train Simulator on my phone. Yeah. I don't think I ever did a Train Simulator video.
Yeah, you had like you had Train Simulator on the 50 subscribers.
Yeah. I think I did one in Trains in Canada.
Well, I have to tell you what, George. Oh, yeah, you did. That one was
with Anita.
Yep. I kind of got inspired yesterday by you guys talking about going to trains and getting a new simulator up on the computer.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. What simulator? Oh,
I don't know.
Train
You
Simulator?
tell me, you guys, because I thought it was neat that was something that you guys said that you all communicated together with about.
I think Train's a New Era, probably. That one or Train Sim, not Train Sim World. I forget. There's like a Train Simulator 2019 or 2020, I think, that came out. But that one's like, yeah, we'll talk about that.
So Todd Anthony, great job, you guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out with us today, everybody. We're moving into the second hour. Second hour is iced tea hour.
Yeah, I finished my Sprite.
Ooh, you finished your Sprite. I work a little bit slower on my iced teas. Manetti's asking, where's the smoke, George?
I don't know. I put some in. It's not coming
All right, and I'm going to go see if I can find some tug of war engines, too. I like that idea.
Hold on, I was going to see what... Tim says the Cap Ward should be held for ransom along with the Thomas videos. LOL. George, when the time comes, I recommend you don't take a date to Five Guys. You might not get a second date. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll take that advice. In fact, I remember one time, don't tell my dad, but a friend of mine, we went on a double date to this like restaurant, and there's like a pizza restaurant. And they were like in St. Charles, and they were just like awful. Like, I remember I spilled my water, and the waitress like yelled at me, and I was just like, so I put the tip in a water bottle and flipped it upside down. Anyways, oh yeah, and then we went ice skating after. That's pretty fun. Make sure you don't have the smoke unit on with any smoke fluid inside. I'll ruin the smoke fluid. I learned that the hard way. Not fun. Yeah, we've known that for a long time. I've done that. I've ruined a couple of smoke units. There's nothing now that has a burnt out smoke unit. Some of the smoke units are like weak. I've never really tested the smoke unit on the Berkshire. That's probably why it's not working. What even is Five Guys? They don't have them in New Jersey. Yeah, I think it's just a Midwestern thing. But it's a restaurant. They apparently have spilled the tea. That's if he gets one. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a burger joint. I've never been there, but I've heard that their burgers are really good. But then people don't seem to like them on the stream. They're all over New York City. Oh, okay. So then I guess they do have them. But yeah. Wait. So how do you live in New Jersey but then not know what Five Guys is? If they have them in New York City? Because isn't like New Jersey? Well, never mind. Yeah, I guess you can say that. You know, McDonald's is good. There's one in upstate, and I've never had a bad time at one. Huh, interesting, R. I've never really gone to one, so I don't really know. New Jersey's pretty big. Yeah, I guess so. That is true. Are you guys close to St. Charles? Yeah, it's about a half an hour drive, maybe a little bit more. The reason why we're going there is because we're going what? What? We're going ice skating. That's why. And there's a really cool ice skating or ice rink there that my cousin plays hockey at. Sorry, guys. Just had some technical difficulties.
Got some good ones, George.
Oh boy. Whoa. Dang. I don't think I've ever seen this one.
Post-war special. I was looking through some trains, and that post-war special said that wanted to take on this one.
This one's gonna win, I think.
The battle.
If the coupler will work. I think the coupler's broken on one of these.
All right. You got a battle between these two?
Okay.
How are we gonna do this, George? Let's Let me see if I can get that the camera going here. Where we're gonna have the tug of war happen.
Can have it. Hold on, I'm gonna move this out of the way.
We probably move that out of the way and put it just in the yard and shut down the power, right?
Have you ever been to Five Guys?
Yeah, I like Five Guys.
You do? I mean, everybody hates Five Guys.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it's expensive. I like their French fries. All right, so we got some good classics going in here, guys. George doesn't even know some of these here, and these are going to be the first time in years that these have been out. Not these two particular ones, but so in this corner, the first match is going to be post-war Lionel 634 versus K-Line 22910 Group Schneider. This is the drag racing champion. This one here features 2 can motors in the trucks versus 1 motor. This is 1 motor versus 2 motors in the trucks. This one's got some weight where this one doesn't. So, but this one isn't a real good puller. This one, not bad, not bad. We'll see. That's our first round. Our second round. Bum, 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 bum. A post-war. We've got for the last second 2 rounds, we have some post-war classics on this one. And in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have, wait for it. Why don't you pull it out of there, George? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
This is an engine that we have that doesn't get enough attention.
I know. The 2328.
Yeah, you can tell this has been out recently because my hair's in it.
And versus the 2328. Dun 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 dun.
Dang,
Fresh.
I'm liking this music.
Fresh out of the original box. Watch your fingers, George. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, I know what this is.
Dun.
I won this in an auction one time.
Bum 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 bum.
I gotta get a better grip on the coupler.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a favorite around the Worderick house, the 2338. So we got 20.
It's like Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man,
Oh, that's not the main event's about ready to come out, George.
Oh, this isn't the main event.
No, that one isn't Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man.
So then who is this?
Wait. Oh, that's Jimmy Superfly Snuka versus Roddy Piper.
Okay.
Which is not a bad day in his own right. And then for the main event, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I'm guessing this is a Hudson.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, I know what this is.
Dun 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 dun.
Dang, it's so good. It has to be
triple bag.
Yeah.
Triple bag. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, geez, SMT Mainline, welcome to the stream.
SMT, we're about ready to have ourselves a tug of war here. We've got 3 matches. We've got post-war versus K-Line with the challenge of the NW2s. We have the Battle of the Jeeps in the Jimmy Superfly Snuka versus Roddy Piper matchup, the 2338 versus the 2328. And in the Battle of the Heavyweights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Battle of the Heavyweights, we have straight from New York. George, show everybody. Straight from New York, the New York Central. 2344, weighing in at 3 pounds. Fresh with 2 engines. And the Challenger.
Santa Fe F unit? That's my guess.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. the challenger, straight from Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe. Ladies and gentlemen,
Lionel or 1950s Lionel? Yeah, they're post-war, so they're 1950s.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Oh, this one's nice.
the 2383.
So this is the sister of my engine, right?
Yes.
Or cousin, right?
Cousin. Younger, more powerful cousin.
Dang.
That's the, show that one off. Get that one right up there to the viewers. Humanity, I want to see if you can see if his fingers are or not. Trainstorm likes my music. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. So those are our 3 matchups for the tug of war, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to start off. That's the
main event.
the main event.
So this is Ric Flair versus, not Ric Flair.
Hulk Hogan, versus
Macho
Man. Macho Man. All right, let's get that one up here. Right here. Can you guys see can you see it good? Let's see. Look at this.
My money is on the New York Central.
Oh.
Thank you for the super chat.
Hey, Ray, super chat. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thank you so much, humanity. George, can you eat this evening?
Oh boy, this is.
Yeah, I know, George. This one's I gotta be honest with you, George. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, and this sounds really bad. I don't think I've ever run this engine, the 634.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever run that one.
It's got some pretty solid noises.
Yeah. All right.
Got some. Hopefully the couplers will hold.
Humanity with $1.99. Sweet. Sweet.
Okay, here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Right, so this switch right here is gonna be the.
And this switch?
No, we're gonna put them like in the middle.
All right, so you'll be able to tell when they one will just walk away from each other. All right, before we begin, we've got post-war versus modern K-line. Modern K-line has 2 can motors in the trucks, but the can motors aren't they're fast, but not very strong. The 634 has 1 engine, but hasn't been run in years. Place your bets. K-line versus Lionel. Who's going to win on this one?
I'm going K-line.
George is going K-line. What else we got? Come on. We need to see what we've got going on here for the... No, I appreciate humanity. Thanks for putting in the $1.99. That's awesome. Well, we're going to put everything we have back into the channel. I think that George has been spending some of that money on his train racing engines, huh, George?
Yeah.
Where do you have that one? That one's going to be a great one. The $20 challenge right around the corner here. All right. Trainstorm says Lionel. Charlie's Model Train says K-Line. Right. Humanity says which one is heavier? I'm going to, for everyone that's out there, the
K-line's heavier.
The K-line is heavier.
MP15's heavier.
MP15 is heavier. Charlie says he doesn't know. At Joe1972 says post-war.
All right, you ready?
All right, hold on. Everybody ready? Give me a thumbs up. First thumbs up says we're ready. Lionel from Steven.
Matthew Garcia says, I didn't realize you had ads
on
your channel. Or I realized you had ads on your channel now. Yeah.
All right. All right, we got a thumbs up from Mars Trains.
All right, ready?
All right, hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Racers, are you ready? On the count of 3, engineer. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the K-line walks away with that one. Not even close. K-line. No, K-line says it wants to take on another challenger, George.
Oh boy. Should we have it take on?
Let's see. Let's have him take on this one, George. Get over there by the trains. I'll be the one.
We should do SP versus
I like that one.
Northern.
I like that one, George.
Blue.
Blue. Now we have post-war
versus
first gen NW2 624.
It only goes backwards for your information.
Well, then you got it the wrong way.
No.
Okay.
It's gonna go this way.
All right. Versus K-Line. All right. Now we've got this one was the cheaper version of the post-war Lionel. This one was the cheaper version. Right here. One engine. Now we have got the classic NW2. Is Ben's train in the house? Ben, actually, we probably have a couple of other people that can tell us what year the 624 was made. I want to say it's like 1952.
Yeah, I think something like that. Here, why don't you move the camera a little
No,
bit?
they said they can see it. It's right here. See, it's right back. So,
hopefully,
Dunk Inc. Customs here.
welcome to the channel.
Welcome to the channel. We get you a whistle. You know what? You need to get like a tutor whistle. Ooh, all right.
Whoops. Oh, dang.
All right. So here we go, guys. Next one, we've got the K-Line versus the first gen NW2. Who do you think's gonna win that
Does the
one?
Lionel weigh more than the K-Line? Oh yeah,
This one weighs more than the K-Line.
This one probably. Do you think it weighs more than probably one of the Jeeps?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a heavy engine.
It's got magnet traction.
It's everything about it's like solid, other than the fact that it's been a racing engine all its life, or all it's been with me. I don't know what happened before we got this, but my very first engine versus an engine I really wanted at a train show.
Right. Everybody's checking in Lionel. In fact, at Joe 1972's doubled down on the Lionel this time.
All right. Ready for this one?
All right. Lionel. All right. First thumbs up says we're ready, friends.
Yeah, everybody.
Actually, guys, give me a thumbs up on our stream. Give us a thumbs up on that stream.
Yeah.
Checking in. Give us a thumbs up. Oh, we even got somebody who's saying poor K-Line. All right. We got a thumbs up. Racers, are you ready? Engines, are you ready? Engineer, are you ready?
Yeah.
On your marks. Get set. Go. Ooh. This one, it looks like it might be a draw.
Wait, this wheel's off.
That's part of the...
Okay, there we go. Do you want to we want to... Get ready?
All right. We're doing it again. Racers, are you ready? Engineer, are you ready? On your marks. Get set. Go. Oh. And the Lionel wins that one. That one was... Oh!
Alright, yeah, smoke's starting to come out of this.
Smoke's starting to come out. The K-Line engine gives.
Traction tires went right off on this one.
Traction tires, oh my gosh, that one just submitted. So, all right. Winner! Bum, 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 bum. Nice. Nice.
Is the Switch making issues? Yeah, I think it's just... Yeah.
So we're going to have to move it up over here.
Yeah.
Well, if we have to move the camera, we can. All right, for our next match,
we're doing...
Ooh, I got it. I got a good one.
We're going to do the Northern versus the...
I was going to say this one, but this one doesn't have any cameras. Right? It doesn't have any
couplers. We can wire them together.
Ooh, I got a good one, George.
Yeah.
All right, I got to do the introduction, though.
Okay.
And in this corner, weighing in at 1 pound, the 212 Marine Corps United States Special! This one is right out of Uncle Bob's collection, stolen by his younger brother, Wally, for train racing specific. And the Challenger, right out of Texas, the Texas Special. Right from the Wally Woodrick stable, the #1 racer, complete with 3 rocket engines. The Special, your favorite, my favorite, everybody's favorite, the Texas Special.
I'm going with the Texas Special on this one. I think that this one's going to be a pretty even match. I think the one I'm most excited for, though, is the Jeeps.
Oh, I'm excited for the F3s. I have no idea. I'll have to...
I think the Santa Fe's going to win.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right, this tie, right?
Yep.
Here, I'm going to put something to mark it.
Make sure that we got a good camera view on that one. All right, before we start, which engine's going to win? The Marine Corps Special or the Marine Corps Express. This guy can't be a special. The Marine Corps Express or the Texas Special. DB Tex checking in. Marine Corps.
Charlie says if the Texas Special wins, George is gonna pee his pants. Yeah, I think. Wait, we gotta check, make sure these are going the right way.
And Angel's just realizing that I'm younger than Sam's dad. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Uncle Bob and I are brothers. We're very close in age, but I'm the number 2 brother.
Is this a race? No, it's a tug of war.
Tug of war.
Marine Corps is my vote. Oh, wow. You know.
East versus West. Biggie versus Tupac, George.
Yeah. Are we gonna race them?
All right, Steamus King Productions just checking in. We're having tug of wars right now. Everybody is saying Marine Corps.
Wow.
The Marine Corps Express. Look, perhaps you guys didn't see these rocket engines on the top.
Yeah, gonna have to ignite one of those eventually.
Stay young, you got it.
I'm trying to find something that won't affect. There we go. Okay.
All right. As soon as I get a thumbs up. All right, so SMT is saying, although I'm not sure how much those things on the top of the Texas loco weigh. It's not about how much they weigh. It's about the power that they... Actually, it's a fear factor. Because fear factor, I think that the Marine Corps... Well, the Marine Corps is the Marine Corps, so it's not going to get scared real easily.
I don't know. This one's going to be a pretty even matchup. This one does not have an E unit in it, but this one does. So, wait, hold on. We got to make sure that...
For the record, when we were growing up, my brother, who's about 2 years older than I am, he and I would sometimes race on the layout that my dad had in our basement.
Sometimes. Oh, yeah, this one's going to win.
And when we would race the 2 engines, that we had about 4 engines that we would race. 2 of them are still locked away. I'm not sure where they're at. I thought my brother had them, but I talked to him the other day, and he said that he didn't have them, so they're probably still in the vault down in Grandpa's basement.
Yeah.
But the 2 that I do have that we would race was the Marine Corps Express and the Texas Special. We had 4 of them that were just like this, that we would race all the time against each other. All right, without any further ado, it's Captain America versus Captain America Endgame.
Yeah, I think
exactly.
I think we're right.
All right. As soon as I got a thumbs up from ours trains. Engines, are you ready? Engineer, are you ready? On your marks. Get set. Go. Oh! The Marine Corps Express walks away with it.
Dang.
Texas Special goes down crying.
Dude, we should do the Growler versus one of your F3s. That would be pretty cool.
All right, what's our next one? Do you want to take one off the table or you want to go right to the Jeeps?
No, I think we should do the Northerns.
Okay.
Yeah?
Go get the Northerns out. I'll go get the other Northern.
So my Northern versus your Northern.
Oh, man.
So just so you guys know, we're running... does it mean... No, none of them have... Or do they have magnet traction?
I don't know. I don't think either one of these have magnet traction.
So we're doing the Daylight versus the Rock Island Northern.
Did you show them the Daylight?
Yeah.
44. 49. And straight out of Joliet from the Rock Island is... Ooh, this one's got some magnet traction, George.
Oh, let me check. Can I check mine?
Yep.
Oh, this one does too.
Oh, we got a battle of magnet traction.
So this is like LTI, like...
The battle of LTI supremacy. And from San Francisco, from Portland. Isn't that where it's at? 4449. From Portland, Oregon, the Southern Pacific 4449 Daylight, and right out of Joliet. Did you plug yours in?
No, I'm just leaving.
All right.
Unless you want to have Battle of the Sounds too.
Oh no.
No.
You don't want that might blow something up.
Yeah, it's true. Very.
All right, right out of Joliet. I don't know if this one's set.
Oh, you want to check that?
Ooh, I'm looking at this one. I'm not
I don't know. I think the tender's gonna come off on this one.
I think that I'm telling you, early put-ins here looks like that 44-49 might be a little bit more jumpy than the Texas Rocket here, the daylight. All right. So we got, I'll bet, well, let's bring in some bets, folks. Bring in some bets.
44-49.
44-49 from SMT. Anybody want to go on the Joliet Rocket from the Rock Island?
The Zhuzh Rocket.
The Zhuzh Rocket. All right, we got another daylight.
I think a lot of people are gonna go for the daylight.
You think so?
This one's a solid.
This one's
engine.
heavier.
Yeah.
This one's a heavier engine. This one's got a die-cast tender. That one's got a plastic tender. The oil tender's plastic. But that one seemed to like be a little bit more jumpy when we did it. Like,
no, I think this one's gonna go out first, but then this one's just gonna pull.
I can tell you this: the other day we ran this one, and this one ran like crap. So I pulled it apart and re-lubed it just the other day.
Yeah.
So this one's run a lot more than the 44. Well, we ran the 44-49 the other day, right?
Yeah. The 44-49 I run a lot. This one's one of my favorites. I like this.
All right, we finally got some match trains this year. It says finally matched. We've got someone that's going on the Rock Island.
We could do the T1 versus. With the winner of this has to go against the T1.
Yeah. So SMT says, yeah, that the track might have made some traction issues, but they both are on a switch. Actually, there's a switch right here that you might not be able to see, and a switch right here you might not be able to see. So they both have equal switch issues if there is a switch issue. All right.
So ready? We need a thumbs up from the chat.
Need a thumbs up if everybody's in. Everybody all through, all done with the bets? All through, all done?
Dude, I think that this is going to be a pretty cool matchup.
I think that is going to be a good matchup.
If this isn't as cool as the main event, I don't know what it would be. Actually, I think the winner of this has to go against the T1. What do you think? Even though I think the T1's going to pull away. All right, we got a
thumbs up?
We got a thumbs up.
Lots of thumbs up. Team Daylight versus Team Joliet Rocket.
Right.
Engines, are you ready?
Yeah.
Engineer, are you ready?
Yeah.
On your marks. Get set. Go!
Oh!
Daylight walked away with that one. All right. Daylight stays on.
All right, I'm going to go get the T1.
All right. Daylight. Here, George, I'm going to hand this one back to you to put back up. So the Battle of the Northerns. Team Daylight wins. But,
sorry, hold on.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those of you that can't see it, from the distance, we heard a scream that says, I want in. I want in. And so...
Whoa, this one's going to win. I don't even think this is going to be fair, man. This is heavy.
All right, bring that over, George. You got to do the introductions.
Hold on, let me put this one back. Yeah,
Those of you know him, you love him. The reigning champion, the Northern, from from Portland, Oregon, the Southern Pacific 44-49, and coming in is the newest challenger, coming right from the Woodrick Underground.
I'm calling craps on this one. This guy is definitely on roids.
Oh man! George,
look at him.
George wants a drug test for the T1.
It's scale versus semi-scale.
All right, what's the introduction, George?
So, I don't have an introduction. I'm not good at that. Oh, so we got the Chessie Steam Special T1 2101. This is.
You need to use your
well,
ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's it. That's it. You got it, George. Ladies and gentlemen.
Weighing in at about a heavy pound, a lot of pounds. Oh, no magnet traction. Oh.
No magnet traction on the T1.
I think this was the first scale steam engine that Lionel made.
First scale steam engine!
Not the first, but the first...
in the first generation!
I think this was in, the first, it's
the first group,
It's the first, scale steam engine made after, LTI, I'm pretty sure. Or after, NPC. That wasn't the Hudson.
Angel says your commentating point is good. SMT is still saying him going with the daylight. I think due to weight, it's going to win.
I don't know.
I'm still team daylight, but I think due to weight, it isn't going to win this time.
Oh wait, wait. Is there a way you can change the?
DB Tech says that 2101 is going to win because you can barely hold it up. Seems like everyone's going with Team T1 this matchup.
We ready for this one?
All right.
I'm not even sure there's going to be.
Ralph Miller says that Chelsea was built around 1992. Yep, right on. And that one as well. What does ours train say?
Hashtag Team Cap Forward.
Bottoms up, everyone. That might be the first time on the stream that you said it. New record.
No, I said it at the beginning.
Oh, man, I thought we made an hour and 36 minutes without George saying.
Oh, Ralph Miller says he's going with the semi-scale. Huh?
Ooh, all right.
I don't know. This one's got a lot of jump, and it's got magnet traction, where this one doesn't have the
That one's just got the weight. This one is like King Kong Bundy right here.
Yeah,
George is just
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant,
versus like, who else? Who would the daylight be? Like, he's good, but like
Jimmy
small.
Superfly Snuka. You can tell where my wrestling knowledge base is. I like after 1994 is where my wrestling knowledge.
I don't know. I think that this one would give the F units a run for their money.
All right, but we haven't even seen it win yet, George.
That's true,
all right, everybody, Superfly going with Superfly. All right, need a thumbs up. Get your bets in. All through, all done. Need a thumbs up. As soon as we get a thumbs up, we're going.
All right.
Versus Superman. Superman is smaller, but will win. All right, we got a thumbs up. Engines, are you ready? Engineer, are you ready?
Yeah.
On your marks. Get set. Go. Oh, look at this, folks. They're chugging away. Both of them look like they might have it for a little bit.
I don't know, man. The daylight got an early start on the T1, which is causing it. It's slowing down. The T1's gaining its ground. It's even got the smoke.
T1's smoking, ladies and gentlemen.
Or steam, I'm sorry. I don't know, it's gaining back.
Ooh, it sounds like it's losing some power over here.
Alright, we're going to stop this one. This is probably not good for the daylight, just because it started slowing down. But we can say...
Alright, one more time.
Alright.
The daylight pulled the T1 a little bit more than the T1 pulled the daylight. But
yeah, but the T1 started gaining back ground as soon as this one started slowing down. Let's give it a break a little bit. It started getting warm.
All right.
But, yeah, something's going to burn up. Yeah, that's why I stopped it. Don't want to... All right,
I tell you what, though, we got some good smoke. All right, what we're going to do, this will be a measured match. All right.
Yeah, okay, how about this? The first one to get the step stool on the tender past this tie.
So you guys, can you see this right here?
Actually, no, the first truck. How about the first truck?
All right.
All right, ready?
Engineer, are you ready?
Yeah.
On your marks. All right, it says GFW trains. Put the camera on the chair so we can. I like it. All right, we'll see what we can do here, guys.
Or on this chair, yeah.
Yep, let's see what we can do.
When the motor... Well, no, it was the smoke coming from the steam stack, Grandpa. Or the steam... Oh, my gosh, we're going to have to back this up.
How we doing? All right.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
3.
Hold on.
I backed it up. It looked better now.
All right, good.
So, the tender, how about this? When this starts, like, you know, when they go for a while, the first one, or the one that have the most ground at.
Sounds good.
All right?
Engines, are you ready? Engineer, are you ready? On your marks. Get set. Go. Oh, and... we're going. Oh, Texas. It's coming back. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Winner!
Dang, the smoke started coming out of the steam chests.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, I know, but I thought that was cool. All right, this one's gonna have a break. Dang, the daylight coming.
Daylight coming through. Nice. Nice. All right, what's next, George? Let's go with the Jeeps.
The Jeeps. We'll go with the Jeeps.
As your final taste before the main event, we have our two favorite post-war Jeeps.
Dang, it's not even scale could pull up or clutch up against the daylight, man.
I know that daylight was pretty solid.
It's tough.
Tough.
Can I have the tender for both of us?
Yes.
Actually, for the and I'll just put the daylight back.
All right. Here. Ladies and gentlemen, a battle of the post-war favorites. In one corner, Burlington, straight out of Yorkville, Illinois. Always a fan favorite. And the challenger, straight from Bartlett, Illinois.
So it's like the battle of the hometowns then. Your
The battle
hometown
of the
versus mine.
hometowns. Yep. For those of you that don't know, where I came from, where I grew up, is Bartlett, Illinois, and the main line of the main line for the Milwaukee Road runs right through Bartlett, Illinois, right by my house where I grew up. And in Yorkville, where we live, is now the main line of the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. But back in the day, it was the main line of the Burlington, right here.
It's got the red light in the back, too.
Oh, man, that train looks angry with that red light in the back. Angry.
All right, you want to put the camera down? I'm going to have to fix
Yep,
I'll fix the
I'll move the E unit. All right, let's get some bets in, folks. Who do we think is going to win this one? It's pretty evenly matched.
I don't know, man.
Neither one of them have been run too much in their lives. That 2338 looks pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Uh-oh. The GG1s, but I think Grandpa would go crazy.
Everyone's saying that, asking if we've got a post-war GG1 on an FM. We do. We do. We don't have a post-war FM. Not here, anyhow. I do have a post-war GG1. We have two post-war GG1s.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, look at that. The 14-year-old is the one that brings in the... All right,
That's the one I got yelled at for, you know. Yeah, no, we're not bringing that one out, or those out.
We can do a post-war GG1 versus a modern GG1.
The K-Line Collectors Club?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right.
You ready?
Nope, not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who's going to win? Burlington or Milwaukee Road? Put in your bets.
Oh, Challenger and the Big Boy. Oh, that'd be versus... So we could do like yeah, that would be pretty cool.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, Grandpa's saying not to do the...
Grandpa. Only if you knew about the bowling matches that my post-war GG1 has been in already.
Oh.
Yep. That baby. All right, Burley baby. We got two Burlingtons. All right, soon as we get a thumbs up, give us a thumbs up and we'll run the match. Everybody's going Burlington.
Wow.
Right here.
You know, hey, and they both have their defects too. The back truck on this one is all wacko. It can go like 360 if you didn't know that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and then this one of the pickup rollers is wacko as well. So they're both yeah. Yeah. So
very good. All right.
We got a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. No, Grandpa's saying the one I'm not running that one we just bought. That was a joke, Grandpa. I got that 2332 that I've had for years. That's the one I was talking about. All right, so for those of you that can't see, right there is the middle. Engines, are you ready? Engineer, are you ready? On your marks. Get set. Go! Oh! Just as one might have suspected. Evenly matched.
I'm going to have to call that one a tie.
We're going to call that one a tie, ladies and gentlemen. Shut that one down.
Wow.
Just as you might have suspected, a tie between the two Jeeps. And for your main event. For your main event. This one is not, even though this one looks like it's pretty even, or like they're the same. They are truly not the same. And in this corner, we have straight out of the Big Apple, New York City, the 2344. Hold on a second, George. This is what we got to do. We're going to do it parade. All right, before we do this one. These are different engines. This one's an older engine. This is first gen or second gen F3 right here. I believe it's got a pair of Growler motors in there. Two engines, Growler motors. George, let's do the
parade.
The parade.
Well, let me set up the switches.
No, you can just go out there and back.
Oh, I was just going to run it around this.
Okay. It's a Growler, folks. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Lionel F3s, they've made two different kinds of engines in these F3s. The early engine and the later engine. You had the engines that were mounted this way and the engines that were mounted this way. I'm going to let some people in the stream comment a little bit more about that. Both of the F3s have magnet traction, but one is an older one and one is a newer one. They both have the different ways that the motors were mounted. The older ones are known to be growlers. And when they run, they growl, just like you just heard.
Is this still post-war, this one?
Oh, yeah, this one is...
This one's nice.
Yeah, this one is my best running post-war piece right here. This one is a little bit... This is a more modern generation F3. All right, George, let's do the parade lap for the 2383. Not as loud. Different mounting of the engines. She's a smooth runner, that 2383.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Growler.
The Growler. She's a smooth runner, but she didn't seem like it was as powerful, did it, George, on that parade lap?
I know, yeah.
So George is going with the New York Central. I'm going with the 2383. What are we talking, folks? Both engines have magnet traction. Both of them Lionel F3s. So Ralph Miller's checking in saying the older one is a horizontal mount and the later one is vertical mount. Some of the early ones did not have magnet traction. I can confirm both engines have strong magnet traction. Matt's Trains checking in saying the New York Central.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. Alrighty.
Hold on. Home State Railroad. Who else we getting here? Come on. I only see a couple in here. Got a couple of New York Centrals. George is going with New York Central. Grandpa says it all depends on which one's magnet works the best. All right, Grandpa. Got to bet on one of them. I think both of the magnets are about the same. I'm going to say that from a non-biased opinion. George is going with the New York Central. I'm going with the Santa Fe. Ours Train's going with the New York Central. DB Tech going with the New York Central. At Joe 1972 with the Santa Fe, George. Getting some people coming in. Let's see some more. Ralph Miller's going with the 2383. Grandpa's going with the New York Central.
It's gonna be a good match.
I think that it's not even. I think there's going to be one that wins this one.
Yeah, I think so too. One's gonna pull away.
But I don't know. I can honestly say I don't know which one's going to win this one. But this is a cool one. Two post-war giants. Charlie's Train says New York Central.
Alrighty, want to put the...
All right, we get a thumbs up. We'll start the match. Closer on this one. You can go closer than that.
Who are you? So which one are you going with?
I'm going with the 2383, George. I'm going with Santa Fe.
I'm going with the 2344. The speed gearing is better on the New York Central.
I that is true. That is true. The Santa Fe is a better runner. But I think that Grandpa's right on that.
I have a feeling that T1's going to have some roid rage later today.
Yeah, I think so. DB Tech says line up the center with the two nails. Not sure. I'm game for that one.
Oh, it's talking about right here.
Oh, that's a great. Yeah. No, that's good. All right. Got a thumbs up.
All right.
Engines, are you ready? Engineer, are you ready?
Yeah.
On your marks. Get set. Go.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's coming back.
Look at this. Look at this. 2383 with a victory. The 2383, the heavyweight champion. Bum, 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 bum. The 2383 heavyweight champion king. Ladies and gentlemen.
Remembers when he bought both. Definitely not intended to be tug of war engines.
All right, victory lap for the 2383. Victory lap. Yeah. Well, that was fun, George, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that one. Lots of fun.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. You know, man, that was pretty cool. I think the biggest underdog story though today was the T1 versus the 4449.
Yeah, that was a big upset.
Yeah, that was
T1. I thought that T1 would walk away
Yeah,
with it, but
right,
the 4449. People are asking for a race. We're not doing a race. We've got the Fast Friday race coming.
Comeback Friday.
Fast Friday. We've got the $20 challenge. George is locked in. He's got himself a $20 challenge.
I don't know, man.
I got my $20. Actually, it's $23 for me, George. $23. But I gave George the option to spend up to $30 on the $20 challenge, and he's spending $20. He found himself a good deal. He's got himself.
I don't even know what it is.
Uh-oh. I like the sound of that, but the problem with the $20 challenge is George made a phone call to one of the people that is known throughout our region for being
Train racer.
a train racer and tweaking trains.
He is the owner of the Devil Train, which is the Blues' biggest rival.
Yes, and made the train races.
Yeah, he did.
One phone call gets me a little bit shaky there. Gives me a little bit shaky. Ralph Miller says, I knew the 2383 would win because when I was a child, I did the same tug of war with my dad's 2344 and the 2383, and the 2383 won then. What's old is new, and what's new is still good. So DB Tech says, I think the track is on an angle. Turn them around and try again. Well, DB Tech, maybe we're going to do that. Maybe we'll do that another stream, but today we're getting close to the end here, so I don't want to do a...
I don't know. I think that was a good...
I like that one. That one was even.
Maybe like a $20 tug of war challenge.
Oh, a 20. Boy, we'll have to figure out a $20 tug of war. So I have to admit, George, on that $20, that was a hard one. $20 was. We might have to do like a $50 tug of war challenge.
If not 50, or like find something that like.
So like we were very limited on what you could get. And I like that. I mean, it was cool. The $20 tug was fun, and we waited to see what we got. I think we got a couple of cool pieces that we're gonna run. But I think we're going to need something a little more broad because there was very slim picking with $20, especially not being able to go to a train show, right?
Yeah, I think we should do the tug of war challenge maybe later in the year when we can go to train shows.
Grandpa's saying that he's throwing in a protest for the New York Central. He says it wasn't fair because one was on the switch and one wasn't.
We can try it again.
No, they both were on. They were both the same. I'll give you a little camera angle view of this one here. It was the same. They both. But he's throwing in the protest. That'll be
next week's.
Maybe we'll switch next week. Move them around. I like this.
Oh,
wait.
The tug of war. Can we do one more tug of war?
One more tug of war. I wouldn't say no, but his eyes lit big. But maybe, George, maybe it could be a preview of things to come. What do you got there, George?
My 2333, I think it is. I think this is it.
That's not a 2333.
Oh, it's a 2353. I'm sorry. But yeah.
2353 versus 2383.
All right. No, not 2383. We're going with the.
Oh, the New York Central. Oh, Grandpa's protesting.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one. These are both pretty early, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. George wants to do it now, so I guess we'll do it now. We'll close out the stream. We got 2 more minutes. We're ending right at 5. We got some things that we got to tend to later today. I believe that George has got an appointment to go and pick up his racing engine. Specs on the 2383 are top secret. If you, I can't let any of those out. 2, all right, I'll let them out. 2 vertically mounted engines, magnet traction. These are both growlers, so there's 2 horizontally mounted engines on both of these. The 23.
So mine versus yours again.
2353 versus the 2344. They're both horizontal. These are almost very, very equal engines. We're going to bring it down here. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Central is not done yet. It went away. It went away with its head down, but then it heard the call. I want a piece of that New York Central. This is the classic Lionel matchup. We have the 2 F3s. We have the 2344 versus the 2353. 2 classic Lionel engines. A battle. Who will win? Place your bets.
Grandpa's still got the protest from New York Central. What's your thing with the New York Central, Grandpa? Maybe we'll have to do it on
protest.
track.
No, let's move it up a little bit. So, no, they're both not on. That's just that
Unless
spot's.
do you want to move it over on track?
That spot's perfect. There's no.
Yeah, so it can,
All right. There we go. Let's move it right here. We'll move it so it's not up with the nails.
Are you ready for this one?
You can't really see this. Let me see if I can get this better. So on here. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a tie. The battery is out. Bye. We'll see you, Mr. Minetti.
You got your smoke.
All right. Looks like the bets are in. Somebody give me a thumbs up and we'll start. New York Central from DB Tech. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Santa Fe from Todd Anthony. Anyone else? We got a thumbs up for Matt Trains.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all bets are in. Engines, are you ready? Engineer, are you ready? On your marks. Get set. Go. Oh!
Oh, yes!
Oh, no! Oh, man. And the New York Central hangs its head in shame as the 2353 is able to take a victory lap.
It's my first F unit. Was that? Wait, which one was your first F unit?
That one?
Oh, that one?
Yes. First F units versus first F units right there. You do Battle of the Blues. Well, we could have a Battle of the Blues. We got 4 of them, don't we?
Yeah. Or we can do like NW2 battles too.
Well, we're reaching the end of our stream today. We're already 1 minute over, which is okay because we're having victory lap there for the 2353. Got a victory lap for that bad boy right there. Well, hey guys, we had a fun time on our stream today. I really like the tug of war idea. We're going to have to add that one into our repertoire because we have a lot of trains that I love to do this with. And shh, don't tell Grandpa, I've been doing this for a long time with his trains. In fact, we have a post-war train that used to beat all of the other trains. We used to call that one the Stomper. I believe it was.
No, the Stomper. That's right. Yeah.
The Stomper, and I believe that one was a 2353 too, George. I have to tell you though, the problem with the Stomper is that it was my brother's train.
So we could have like, we could have like a representative, like
Wardrick
Sammys versus Wardrick George.
Oh,
bring your best engine to the table.
I like this. How about Grandpa?
Grandpa's just gonna win. He knows, like, actually, no, he wouldn't do
Come
it.
on, what are you doubting my knowledge? I know what Grandpa's engines.
Yeah, I understand that, but he's not gonna race the ones that are good. He's just
George,
gonna lose all the time.
I got a 2332. GG1. Magnet traction. Now, let me ask you this. You think Grandpa's got something they'll throw down with that 2332?
EP5?
EP5? I'll take it. That 2332 will drag that EP5 around that. All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming into the stream today. We had a great time, right, George? Yeah. We'll see you around.
Yeah, around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
See you guys.
We'll see you around. Don't let the roundhouse hit you on the way out. Why does something like that? Oop. That one's not working.
Make that weird noise.
What's that? That's the vacuum cleaner.
Oh.
Start her up.